Well, hello there. I feel a little unprepared for this stream. I don't know if I've gotten all of my ducks in a row. Let me make sure. I have a mental checklist of everything. Okay, so I posted. Oh, I didn't get Snapchat. Should I real quick do that? I mean, honestly, it could be a moment. I'm sorry. Oh shit, this is also out of frame. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm a little flustered right now. I just got offered a job, like a really cool job, so that's why I'm a little all over the place. But hello, hi. I'm not even on the right fucking camera. We're doing good though. I hope that for whoever is out there, y'all are doing good as well. Um, as you can see, I've got myself some lovely tea here. I don't actually drink coffee. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. Um, just simply because I've gotten like ocular migraines in the past from it, which if you haven't had an ocular migraine, you're lucky because they're fucking terrifying, especially if you don't know what's happening. Let me just say there's a story there for another day. But yeah, so I try to stay away from coffee as much as possible. But I love hot drinks. Hot drinks are very nice, and so the perfect solution, tea. But you know, we do what we can. I don't know. I also am realizing now. So I've got the camera today here on Mr. Canvas, and I'm realizing if I go about if I oh shit wrong screen. If I go about hitting my doing the camera, oh, it's just gonna. See, I thought this was gonna be a problem last time, and so I was like, oh, let me fix this solution, make a solution. And then I didn't, and so now we're here. You know what? We're gonna switch screens real quick. Oh my god! Look, this is why I prepare these things. I prepare these things for a reason, y'all. I'm gonna hit him with that BRB. I'm gonna hit him with that BRB, and I will BRB. Okay. I'm absolutely shocked. This means that I've been muted the entire hour and a half that I've been going at it. That's, honestly probably the biggest L of the century, I'll say that. That's probably the biggest L. No wonder. Oh my god. I really had. Dude, I had someone watching me for like a solid 5 minutes and they didn't tell me. I'm hurt. I'm honestly offended. Um, wow, that's good. I can't wait to play back all of this film. Oh, film? What am I saying? All of this media and then just absolutely nothing. Hey, you know what though? That means I can reuse all that content, baby. I can just say it all over again. Oh my god. That's so funny. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. Okay, literally, this is why I love you, Jackie, so much in my whole heart. I love you so much. I literally, moments before you entered the stream, I was talking about how I was like, I love Jackie so much because she always like encourages me to stream. Like if I'm about to go stream, she'll be like, yes, go do it. Like blah, blah, blah. And now this girl has just saved my stream. Oh my god. You know what? God is real, and she's part of Jackie. Jackie is part of her. She's part of the divinity. It's actually a holy quartet. Is that bad for me to say? Probably. But in any case, hi, hello. I've been okay. I can talk about this with you because I feel like you would enjoy it. Maybe I already have, but I was talking about earlier about like all of my feng shui stuff, and I was explaining the like the elements, and basically like how every person has an element, whatnot. I might as well just go through the whole explanation again because like it's not on the fucking camera. Like there's no audio for it. Motherfuck. So basically how it works is there's like the creation cycle and the destruction cycle. Thank you. I love you too, Jackie. And so basically there are 5 elements in the Chinese astrology versus like, in like the Greek astrology, how there's 4. So the 5 elements are earth, metal, water, wood, and fire. And which is funny because like there's no air element. I've always thought that was interesting how like in the West they consider air to be an element, but then like in like East Asian cultures air is not an element. Which is pretty interesting. And I think also it's funny too because in Avatar: The Last Airbender, they consider like which is supposed to be based off of like East Asian cultures and whatnot, they like consider air to be an element. Anyways, it's totally off topic. So in East Asian cultures, they're specifically like Chinese astrology, there are the 5 elements, and there are 2 cycles, the creation and destruction. And so basically how it works is, what is it? So earth ores like creates metal, metal creates water, water creates wood, wood creates fire, and fire creates earth. And so it's like a whole cycle. And the reason why, because I feel like it's kind of confusing when you just say like, oh, earth creates metal. Like, what how? But it's really interesting the way they explain it all. So basically like earth ores metal. So like whenever you're pulling metal out of the earth, like it comes out of the earth, like you dig up metal and then like boom, there it is. So that's pretty interesting. And then what else? So and then water creates, or metal creates water, which again it's like, I'm sorry how, but like if you think about like ancient Chinese times, like when they would have gongs or like metal bowls and things like that, you like would wake up in the morning and there'd be water on them, like which is we know today as condensation, but like back then they didn't know that that was condensation, so they were just like, oh yeah, the metal created it, which is, I mean, it fucking makes sense to me. And so that's metal creating water, and then the water creates wood, which is just like water nourishing wood, obviously, like creating plants and stuff like that, like making plants grow and whatnot. And then wood creates fire. That's like, that makes sense. Wood just like makes fire grow stronger and whatnot. And then fire creates earth, because the wood that's been like consumed by the fire turns into ash, and ash was used to like nourish the earth that crops would grow in, because it's like really high in nutrients or something like that. And so it was like fire creates earth because it like nourishes the earth basically. But yeah, so that's my little Chinese astrology update. And then the destruction cycle is, actually I don't remember off the top of my head what is that one. So both of the cycles start with Earth. So it's Earth just dams water, water destroys fire, fire consumes wood, wood taps metal, and then metal, right? Wood taps metal. Oh, and then metal plows, like pushes the earth. Yeah. So that one's, it's like a little different, because for that one, I mean the cycles are a little different, but basically it's like every element is destroying the other element. So where like the feng shui comes into this is, you want, so based on like what element you are, you want to bring that element into your life. So you, like, since I'm a metal sign, like my natal star is metal, I want to bring more metal into my life because it'll like rejuvenate me and nourish me. And I was like talking about earlier about how, why like I have all of my metal rings and like I wear a lot of metal jewelry and stuff because it nourishes me basically. Like adding metal into my life is good. I have like a metal lantern in my room, and just metal. This is metal. Metal's cool. Metal's good. I don't know. But yeah, so metal. And then also for me, like having what's the other one? Having earth, because earth creates metal, like in the creation cycle, and so having earth around me is good too, because that will like create more of me basically, because it all has, oh my gosh, this is, you're getting a full feng shui lesson. It all has to do with qi, and like qi in Chinese is basically like life force, so it's like the you-ness, like the life, basically, and like you want more life obviously, and so you can either like bring, for me, well, for Jackie as well, and all my other viewers, which is none, but Jackie, since you're metal, for you too, it would be like bringing more metal. So the rings that you have are probably really fucking good then, because they're metal. They've got metal on them, so that's good. But then like say, okay, a person who was like a fire elemental person, having metal would be really bad for them because it would be like destructive, and it would like destroy them. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. It's like a lot more there are a lot more steps and processes to it than just that, but that's like basic feng shui 101. And so how the feng shui comes in is like in your environment, you want to increase your qi as much as possible, and then like the qi of the space that you exist in, because like houses can have qi as well, which is confusing, but it's like based, well, there are a couple of different ways that you can like discover the year or like the elements of the space, but yeah, so like spaces can have elements, and so you want to always like increase the good chi and decrease the bad chi. But yeah, so that's just a little brief feng shui over course guide. Honestly, like, so the reason why I know all of this is because I took a feng shui class, and honest to God, like that was the coolest class I have taken thus far at my university. It was so sick, literally so cool. And the professor was like this old hippie man. Like you knew for a fact this man was a hippie. He had like a long ponytail and like no hair on the top of his head. I loved him so much. But It was so sad though because so like obviously the winter storm in Texas happened and it kind of like fucked everything regarding school up. Like our whole schedules were completely off. Like the syllabi had to be rewritten like 7 times. Um, and so this poor old man was just like trying his best to, get everything back on course. And then like he had shit in his own life going on. Like it was just it was a lot. But he still managed to like have a really great class and like that was probably like it was just a very I don't know, I liked it a lot. I heavily fucked with that class. If you go to my university and you get the chance to take the full ecology of feng shui, I highly suggest you do it. 10 out of 10 kind of class. It wasn't easy, I will say that. Like, it was not an easy class. Like, I definitely had to pay attention. Um, but then also, I was like on my homework grind at this point. I don't know. Like, this past semester, I was like, I know for a fact I'm gonna get straight A's. If I don't get straight A's, like, I didn't even, like, I literally didn't even think. Like, I was like, I'm going to get straight A's. And so I did, but it was definitely like a lot of me being like hyper studious, like just a ridiculously studious individual. Which I don't know. I'm not like not a studious person, but I definitely have never really grinded out on my grades as hard as I did, especially not my first couple of years in college. Oh my god. My freshman year in college, what did my dad tell me? He told me that I was getting an A in my social life and was not doing great in my academic life. And I was like, you know what, Tom? Let me not name drop my father. I was like, you know what? You might be right on that one. And then I prompted to do nothing about it. I simply did nothing about it. I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I went back to partying like every single day. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it really took a global pandemic, an ice storm, um, life as we know it's falling apart before I realized, oh, I should probably get my shit together. And I did. I got my shit together. And look at me now, painting art, getting jobs. Oh, that's something. Oh my god! Right at the start of stream, I did like a life update. Just because I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. Because you know what? God damn it! If no one else watches these streams, at least I will watch them possibly like 15 years from now and be like, wow, look at that little shithead. Look at what she was doing. Um, I don't know. But so life update as thus currently is existing as. I hope that I'm like in frame well enough and whatnot. Honestly, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I probably just looked like an idiot looking the way that I was looking. C'est la vie. But yeah, life update currently. I have been working at my job now. I feel like in my last stream I kind of talked about that a little bit, like my new job that I just got. And that's been going well. That's been going really well. I'm enjoying it. The cooks are all very funny. I'm a server at a restaurant. The cooks are all fun as fuck. There's only one manager and then there's like one like GM. And they're both really chill, like they're fun. The bartenders are all like super cool. Like I don't know, it's just like a really good like it makes me happy to go in there. Like it makes me excited to go in to work, which is a very nice feeling. I feel like when you dread going into work, then it's like, oh, it just makes the whole shift even worse because you're like, ugh, I don't want to be here. And then like you actually have to do your work and it's like, god, this is exhausting. That's how my last job started out the way that this one is feeling. But then like basically a lot of drama started going down and then it just made it like very exhausting. So I'm hoping that this one is like gonna stay positive and stuff. And honestly, I'm only gonna be in the city that I'm in for probably another like year or so, and then I'm moving. And so, honestly, we'll see. We'll see how long I'm even at this job for. Because also, I need to like, I have like 3 like big girl jobs, I guess you could call them. I don't know what else to call them. Like, resume building jobs would be a better way to put it, maybe. I have 3 currently, but they're all like very short term. It's like once I complete the task that I have been hired for, I'll basically be done with them, which is kind of cool in its own word because it's like client work. Like I'm doing client work basically, and that is kind of like end goal baby, you know. But it does make it a little scary because it's like, oh, if I don't get another client, then like what am I gonna? I'm kind of fucked. But I guess that's the world of consulting work. How do I say that? I need to know how to say that probably if that's the world I'm going into. We'll see. Um, I kind of fuck with the way this painting is turning out. Oh my god, if Jackie is still here, hi Jackie. I was able to get the dot out. I literally was like scrubbing. I was like, I'm not gonna have this fucking dot in here. So I was able to get that out, which I'm happy about. But yeah, I'm actually really fucking with the way this painting is turning out. I think it looks cool as hell. I kind of wish that maybe I might. I'm contemplating. Um, but yeah, that's me right now. Just a simple lass. I need to like figure out spacing. So I think if I do one here, how do I want to do this? Okay, one, so maybe a little bit like here. Oh, fuck. I think I fucked it. And maybe then just that one? Do I really only have like two more? No, there needs to be one more in between. Well, too late now. We're already doing it. Not me just contemplating. Okay. That's crazy though. That means I'm getting close to being done here. Wow. That's pretty fucking shocking if I'm being honest. Because I've really been on this grind for a fucking minute now. I mean, honestly, it's really only been. Okay, let me actually calculate the hourage. The hourage of this bitch. So, my first stream was 4 hours. So I'd say probably about 3.5 there. And then my next stream was only 2 hours. So maybe an hour and a half there. So that's 5 hours there. And then I worked on it for about 2 hours. So 7. And then, what am I at right now? I don't know what I'm at. Oh, someone else is entered. Who's out? Who's here? Well, hello to whoever my viewer is. Welcome in. I'm currently trying to figure out how many hours I've put in on this bitch. I know it's at least 7. So then I did another short. Did I do another stream, or is this only my? No, this is my 3rd stream. So then but I worked on it for like maybe 30 minutes. And then today, of course, which it says I'm at 2 hours and 39 minutes. I'm actually, or an hour and 39 minutes. I'm only at an hour and a half. How long have I been actually filming for? I don't know. Let's say like 8 hours, probably 8 or 9, which is like a decent amount. The reason why I'm like not super impressed by that is because my other piece that I completed over the school semester, it was over 14 hours. I don't know exactly how many, but I know for a fact it was over 14 hours that I worked on that piece. So I'm like, only 9? Like a bitch couldn't even hit triple digits. Come on, or double digits. But hey, you know what? It's looking cool though. I will say that. And I think it's because I think that I still don't know if I want to. I'm not speaking real words right now. Oh my god. I'm still not sure if I want to stop the lines when they hit one another. Like if I want to stop the circles like as they press, because then that's only going to really get it to here or so, and there's going to be like all this white space. Or if I want to keep it going, but then I feel like that might I don't know, make it too chaotic. Um, there's still some contemplating left that needs to be done. We'll figure it out as it goes. But yeah, this is really a figuring it out as it goes kind of piece, because so I like to do rough paintings of my pieces before I actually like do the final piece on like a big ass canvas. I already explained all of this previously before in my time that I was streaming, but the audio wasn't on, so I'm just gonna say it all again. I'm not hurt about that. I'm not upset. Can you tell that I'm totally fine about that? But yes, so I usually I'll do like a rough piece on just like random paper, like sketchbook paper or something. Because it kind of gives me an idea of how long the piece is going to take, which is why I really thought that this piece was only going to take like 5 hours. Because when I did it on the rough sketch, that was only like that was like basically this size, or no, it was a little bit bigger. It was like maybe 5 by 7 type feet. But that only took me an hour and a half to do. And so I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll be fine 5 hours, But I guess I underestimated just how big this piece really is, because it's 24 by 36. So 24 by 36 canvas. And that's a hefty bitch. And so it's definitely taking me a little bit longer than was previously anticipated. Oh my gosh, my body do be kind of hurting already on stream, which is, oh god, this is so tragic, because this means I lost a whole hour worth of content. No, and then when this goes live on, if you're watching this video, just like on camera, like on my YouTube page after it goes live, like after it's just been put up, after I'm done with the stream, I'm so sorry for the first hour and a half where I simply was not speaking. That's so tragic. No, I was speaking, but you just couldn't hear me. God bless Jackie for telling me that my audio was cut out. She's a real woman. Okay. I wonder who else. I hope that someone is here. I don't know. I'm definitely lacking in the viewership compared to what I had on my last stream. When did I stream last? Like 5 days ago, something like that. It was okay, so my first stream was on the 12th. My second stream was on the 18th, I want to say. 17th, 18th? I don't know. I'm doing good though. My goal was to stream once a week, and I'm hitting that goal. So good job on me so far. If I keep it up, you know what? Might just go somewhere with it. It do be fun though. It's definitely a lot more fun when there's like an audience in the room. Like I was saying with my last stream, there was like, I think I got up to 6 people at one point, which is so kind of cringe, to talk about. That it's only like it's 6 people, and I'm like, hey, look at me go. But you know what? Everyone's got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. And so if 6 is a cool big number for me, then I'm proud of myself. But in any case, I do hope that maybe, I think I'm gonna probably go for another hour or so. I'm not super hungry or anything. Usually I stop streaming because it'll be like close to dinner time, and I'm like, well, bitch could eat. But then also I do definitely just use a lot of lighting from my window. I have this massive window in my room, and so that's where like a majority of my lighting comes. So I definitely can't stream past the sun going down or like getting dimmer, because then y'all motherfuckers not gonna be able to see me. And that would be a slight problem. I really just be switching accents sometimes. Hit that British, hit that. Let me hit that. I think I could do probably a Scottish Scottish. If I hit a Scottish accent, it would sound, no, that's terrible. Never mind. You know what? Let me never do that ever again in my entire life. That was terrible. No, I want to, actually, now I really want to try it. When you talk in a Scottish accent, you go, no, fuck, it's terrible. It's garbage. Oh, you know what? That's my mission between now and next stream. I'm going to come back next stream with a bomb-ass Scottish accent. Have my viewers just totally shocked and amazed by my Scottish accent. See, I can say Scottish in a relatively decent Scottish accent, but then the minute I try to speak anything else, it just goes Cockney. Tragic. Jackie, I'm so sorry that you're just hearing my brain ramble. I feel like you're getting just a very like unfiltered version of who I am when I am on stream. Which I don't know if you particularly want, but you know what? It is what it is. In any case, to my two people here right now, thank you for being here. I appreciate. Actually, I don't even know if it is Jackie who's here. Can you imagine? Oh my god, I don't think it is. Well, I don't know who's here, but thank you. Hello, welcome for being welcome to my stream. Welcome for existing here. I don't know why it doesn't show, like it'll sometimes show who is on stream, like it'll show who's watching, and then other times it won't, and I don't know why. YouTube.com, explain to me why. I need the YouTube machine to explain to me why that is, because your girl gets confused easily, and this is a confusing thing for me. Maybe I just need to like actively do research about it. Instead of just yelling at my youtube.com. Oh my god. I'm sure that someone out there has like figured out why. I was talking about this with my people at work. We be having great conversations at work sometimes, honestly. See, look, now it's gone down to 0 viewers. I'm so confused. I don't know how the system works. We were talking about at work the other day how like basically this like my generation and all of like the new babies as well don't have general knowledge. Like they were talking about how you could like ask someone in today's generation, like, or like in the youngest generation, like what side does the sun rise on, like which direction does the sun rise, and they wouldn't know, and they like the guy I was talking to, he was like, he tried it with someone who was like an 18-year-old or something, and he was like, yo, what side does the sun rise on? And the kid was like, what? Like I don't know, why would I need to know that, basically is what he said. And I think that's so interesting because like when you think about it, like my generation doesn't have that general knowledge when it comes to like for example times tables. I mean, I think that I could probably do it, like I could get times tables just because, but like very possibly my like people growing up when I grew up were like the last ones to get that information. I'm sure they still teach it in school and whatnot, but like it's so less important now just because of like the supercomputer in your fucking pocket, like that is where the general knowledge is. Like we don't need general knowledge anymore because of the internet. Like, oh, you don't know what side the sun rises on? Just look it up on your phone, So I think that's a really interesting thing because I remember my parents would always talk about this. They'd always be like, what would they say? Like, basically, I mean, we've had these conversations before in my family, and it would be like, oh, well, whenever, writing first began, memory was lost. Like a lot of the human, like, just being able to like recite stories, recite facts, things like that was lost because, oh, you could just write it down. You didn't have to memorize it, And so I think we're entering kind of like a new era of that. Same with, my dad would always talk about like, because he grew up when like calculators first really were starting, like he was going to college when calculators were really starting to become a thing, before it was like abacuses and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck even is an abacus? I don't know. I've heard of that before, but I don't really know what it is. Like he would always be like, abacus, and I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Anyways, so he was always like growing up when calculators were first becoming a thing, and he was like, You know, oh, it's crazy that you don't know just off the top of your head all of these, um, like you can't just calculate in your head basically, like off big numbers. And I was like, well, no, like, you know, and no one can do that anymore because of the calculator. But yeah, so basically the internet is doing that, but I think it's doing it for like general knowledge because we don't need to store, you know, any really basic information anymore because we can just look it up. So like we can, because like as much as the human mind can literally hold infinite numbers of store, like it has infinite storage basically, like it's a hard drive that has infinite storage, it can also prioritize basically what information needs to be kept. And so I think that because of the internet, it's like not prioritizing that information anymore. And I don't know what is being prioritized, but I don't think it's general knowledge anymore. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, if I'm being honest. Like I don't know. I guess maybe it depends on what is being prioritized, but I don't think it's too much of a bad thing that, like, oh, I don't know which side. I guess, okay, if we do lose access to the internet, we're all screwed because we won't know anything about, you know, just like basic existence. But hopefully we don't get to that point. I was talking about apocalypse. We literally in the house earlier, we were having this conversation as well. I was talking about apocalypses earlier though, but I think that would definitely characterize itself as an apocalypse. Like if we just like lost the internet, I think that would be apocalypse level shit would go down. Just because like I can't picture what society these days would be like without the internet, and I don't know if many other people can. Um, so that would be, someone needs to make a movie about that. Like I actually, you know what? I'm sure there are. I'm sure they exist. You know, like what happens if the internet goes down type beat. That could be interesting. Um, might do a thought experiment later with that one. I remember first learning about thought experiments. Like Albert Einstein, basically the way this man was able to like make the intense calculations and like the super logical blah blah, you know, like discoveries that he made is he would make thought experiments in his mind, and basically what that would be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm really just, give me 1 second to concentrate right here because I'm having a, I don't know if you can tell, I'm like low key out of breath right now. I don't know why. Maybe I need some water or something. It's kind of hot in my room too. It always gets hot when I stream. Um, Maybe it's just because I'm like in my room and not. I don't know. Hey, that looking pretty cool on camera. What was I talking about? Albert Einstein. Yeah. So Albert Einstein would do thought experiments, which would basically be like, he would present a hypothetical in his mind. So one of the ones that he did, I don't remember what this was for, but I remember reading about it and like being like, oh shit, that's cool as hell. So he would basically like visualize a elevator in space moving at the speed of light, and he would essentially be able to determine like what would happen, because he would like visualize what would happen if this elevator was moving out, at the speed of light, and like he would be able to interpret what that meant into calculations and do his whole math thing that he can do and I simply cannot do, which we love for him. You know, man really helped out society in a lot of ways, but yeah, so I think that's pretty cool. I don't know what I would simply ever try as a thought experiment, but I think it could be cool to try and do a thought experiment of some sort. Maybe I would do a thought experiment of like guinea pigs, something to do with, I don't know. I have no clue. I am simply not a math science person. Like in the least, 0% of me. I mean, that's not true. Okay, I'm really interested by like geometry and specifically um like astrophysical geometry, I guess you could say. I don't know how to say it, but like the geometry of space and how all that shit works. Like that's pretty interesting to me. Learning about like oh my god, I remember when I first saw images of like gravity and how it works on the fabric of space. I was shocked and amazed. I was like, this is the coolest goddamn thing. If you've never seen like an image of gravity on, um, like just on the space time reality, like the fabric of space time reality, please, for the God of love, please for Aphrodite, look it up, because it's so cool. Just the way that it bends, and that's the thing I didn't realize is that reality like literally bends based on gravity. So I don't know. Oh my god, I do be getting a little schlipido. It's like more specifically, I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, which we don't love. And now I think no one is here. Tragic. It's honestly tragic because I really put out. I wonder why. Maybe it's the timing. It's a Thursday evening. Maybe like everyone and their mom is streaming right now, and that's part of the problem. People are like, I don't care. I don't wanna. I don't wanna watch that. I'll be watching Pootie Pie or whoever. Oh my god, I started beef with James Charles on my last stream. James, hi, if you're out there. I don't know, it's kind of just a name I picked out of the air. Of like toxic YouTubers. Who else is it? You know what? I just probably shouldn't name drop. That's probably just a good idea. It's not like anyone in the world is ever gonna see this, but like, it's probably best for me to just not. I probably will have to take down that. You know what? When I get famous, I'm gonna have to take down that goddamn stream because motherfucking James Charles gonna come get my ass. You were talking shit. Oh, I heard you were talking shit. That's a TikTok. Or no, what? Fuck, not me doing that. It's a Vine. I hate that. I hate that for me. Y'all, I miss Vine. I'm not even on TikTok. It doesn't hit for me the same way. Does that age me? Does that make me seem old? Probably. How are we looking over here? Honestly, it looks sick. Let me just take a step back. It looks fucking sick. It's tragic that this line kind of has to dip a little bit. I kind of fucked up there a little bit. You know what? It's I don't think anyone's gonna notice really. It's just me on my hot girl shit. Real hot girl shit. Hi Meg. Can you imagine if Meg the motherfucking stallion pulled up one day? I have a crush on that woman. I will say that. I love that woman so much. She's just really powerful in a lot of ways, and I don't even know the name of her newest video that just came out, but when I saw that, I was like, ma'am, she really took WAP to a whole nother level, and I was like, I didn't even know that was possible. I did not even know that was fucking possible. I thought that was how sexual a society could get it. She said, you were wrong. Me and Meg talk on the phone regularly. JK. I wish though. Maybe I'll start manifesting that. A friendship between me and Megan the Stallion. Megan the Stallion. I know that it's Meg the Stallion and like you don't say the, but like I kinda like her. I kinda think it's cute and quirky. So if Megan the Stallion is out there, first of all, hi. Second of all, can we be friends? Isn't she dating somebody now? Or is that Cardi B? I don't really know. I'm not super into like celebrities, I guess, period. Like I don't really follow any celebrities or anything like that. For a while, oh my god, I really obsessively followed My Chemical Romance. Like when I tell y'all I was obsessed. Oh my god, girl, like I hyperfixated. I had how many Tumblr blogs did I have? I had a fact account where I would literally go through like archives of interviews with MCR from the early 2000s. I would watch their movies, I would read their books. I was obsessed. So I had a fact account, and these were all on Tumblr. I don't know if I said that. So I had a MCR fact account. I had a like picture account where like yeah, it was just like pictures and stuff. And then what other accounts did I have? I think I had a network that I started where it was like, basically if you're super into MCR, it would be like a group of bloggers who would all just like get together and like start a group chat and like talk about how much they fucking loved the thing that we were talking about. It was kind of like, um, what are they called? What are those things called? Oh my god. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that pop, but my hips just hella popped. I think it's because my back hurts. Um, Discord servers. Oh my god, sorry, I'm just screaming. But yeah, I think it was kind of like Tumblr's version of Discord servers. Like, I know that's a thing where like, you know, people will get together on Discord who all are really into a topic, and then they'll just like be into their topic on Discord. Um, but yeah, I was like that, but for Tumblr. I think I was talking about this earlier. I don't know if it was before the audio, like Watergate, Audiogate. I don't know if it was before Audiogate or after Audiogate, but um, I used to be so into Tumblr, y'all. Like, that was my culture. That was my obsession. Honestly, okay. I'm starting to see a vision here. Wait, hold on now, 1 minute. Hold on now, 1 second. So it's gonna meet at the center. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to the other camera because I wanna be able to see. Okay, so it's gonna meet at the center here. But what if I had it where it was like coming out and like bowing? Would that work? Because then this one would also. So it's like getting closer, closer, closer. Boom, boom. And then this one is going boom. Then it would like. We're not gonna try that today. Today we're just gonna get closer to. Because I still only have. I mean, it's only been. Ugh. Um, but I think that might be kind of a cool way to go about this, honestly, because I'm having a bit of an issue right here with, you know, the area where I fucked up. You don't know, but I don't know how to say the words because my brain is starting to get mushy. That's another. I think I'm probably only gonna stream for another 30 or so, just because my brain is starting to get a little mushy, and when my brain gets mushy, it's me telling myself it's time to call it quits. Either that or I persevere and I push through. I don't know. I never know when to stop and when to keep going. Because, like, you don't want to put in effort where effort isn't supposed to be. But at the same time, you don't want to quit too early because you might have missed out. So it's like, how does one know when the right time to move on is? How does one determine the how does one determine the right course of action in general, honestly? It's fucking difficult. I guess you listen to your gut, you know? That's what you have to do. You have to listen to your instinct. You have to listen to your gut. And see, that's another thing too. My gut's been telling me that this is something my gut has been telling me recently. I keep getting all of these opportunities for like client work and for like doing like graphic design work for companies and stuff, and they're dead ass just like falling into my lap. Like when I say these opportunities are just like literally falling out of the sky into my lap, I mean that literally. And so I think that like without my ass putting in any effort. And so I think that that's like the route that I need to start taking is like doing more graphic work. Um, because it's always really fun for me when I do, and I love it, you know. But at the same time, I really love standard art, and I love doing what's it called? Streaming. Like this is very fun for me, even though there's literally no one here. I'm still having fun with it, and I'm like talking to myself, and I feel able to like. Honestly, maybe I just do this as like a part-time thing for the time being. But also, I feel like if I don't full send, then it's not gonna happen. So I don't know. Do I risk it for the biscuit and full send here, or do I risk it for the biscuit and start my own business as a, or por qué no los dos? You know, honestly, at the end of the day, like I could just fucking do both. That's what I always tell myself. I'm always like, oh, I don't know, like what should I do? What option should I take? And then I'm like, okay, just do it all. That's why I have so many fucking irons in the fire right now. I literally, so I'm working with 3 clients. I just added on my 3rd one. And I literally today got it. Oh, and I'm doing like my money making job, which is like serving, you know, which is 5 days a week, at the minimum, possibly starting to be more than that. And then, so I've got all of that going. And then on top of that as well, I just potentially got an opportunity for another like really, really big client. So like I simply do not know what the fuck I'm doing with my life, but hey, apparently it's working because your girl's getting opportunities left and right. So basically I have like 9 irons in the fire right now. It's not, it's actually 5, but it feels like a lot. And then of course I'm doing like smaller scale stuff too. Like I'm working on tattoos for people, and I'm doing like art for my friend who does like he's got like some music videos that he's coming out with, and so I'm doing art for that. Like I'm doing a lot, and it feels really good. I will say that it feels really good to be able to say like I have all of these goddamn projects I'm working on, and like I don't know, I'm just having a really good time. Your girl's just having a good time. Having a good time, having a good time. Shoots star rocking through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing gun, driving by like letting a diamond. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I wish that I still had a friend here, but oh, I do. I'm my own friend. You know what? Fuck that. Aw, cute. I love myself. Um, but yeah, I do be getting a little sleepy though. What time is it? We're gonna make it to 7:30. Yeah, we can push through for another 30. And I'm gonna be. Oh, I haven't even told a story today. Maybe that's what I do for the next 30. Is I tell another story. Okay. I already had an idea of what something that I kind of wanted to start going off of, because so what I kind of want to do is like tell my stories, or at least what I did for my first story, which I was really happy with the way it turned out. If you missed it, my tech bear story was super iconic. Fucking, I'm gonna get a video. Like I'm editing the playback video for it right now, and in the works of editing that. And I will get that hopefully up to my channel in the next week or so. But so that one turned out really well, the Tech Bear and the Joker story, and that was based off of. Let me see if you can see it on stream. You can't really, but so it was based off of like pieces of art from my wall. I wonder what you can see on my wall. Like, how well can you see? I don't know if you can. Oh wait, let me change the screen. God damn it. Always gotta change screen. Yes, you can. I love that. So I've got my naked woman right here, who I love. She's actually on the back of a playing card. She's a sexy lady. And then who else do I have? I've got some like That's my friends. I've got some stuff with my friends. This is actually an art piece I made back in high school. I think it was sophomore year I made this piece. I don't know, I've just always loved it. This is actually super cool. This is a cover for a magazine from 1928. Fucking almost 100 years old. I think that is so cool. And like in the actual magazine itself, it had like a bunch of old music, like sheet music. It had like, I don't know, I guess just sheet music people used to be able to buy, and there was like magazines for it or whatnot. But so I thought that was really cool, and so I got that at my summer camp. It was like I found it in an old drawer that I was cleaning out because that summer camp they were hoarders and they never knew how to throw things away, and so there was things from 1928. But so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just real quick snag. And a bitch did. But so that's really cool. That's that piece. What else do I have up here? What else can you see is the question. I mean, my skull, of course. I just got that on Etsy. I should probably know the artist who made it, but I love it. It's so cool. It's a very like minimalist piece, which I think is why I like it. I've got, I don't know if you can see Karl. Oh, you can't. I've got a picture of Karl Marx up on my wall, just, you know, because it's fucking Karl. We stand. And then, oh my god, sorry. I don't want to like stop painting. I just realized I kind of was like stopping painting because the whole point of this stream is for me to paint. Let me switch back to my other screen though so that I don't potentially miss a friend. But there are no friends. Me! There's me. Oh my lord, I'm starting to get a headache. I also switched my Invisalign today. I have to weekly switch out like to get my new set in because, you know, that's how they shift. It's by getting like slowly and slowly more, I don't know, in the right alignment. But yeah, that's my wall. I really hope that you can't like actually pick out the faces of the people, can you? No, you can't. Okay, that's good. Oh, this one right here. Where is it? That's Jesus being born. If you can't tell, I also have a rosary. I'm like, I don't know. I'm spiritual question mark. But I grew up really Christian and like church every Sunday type beat, you know. And so I find comfort in the like Jesus imagery. Even if I mean like he was definitely a very influential person who had like a lot of really great ideas, but like the church TM is fucked. So that's not really my MO, I guess you could say. I actually am not Catholic. I'm Presbyterian, or I grew up Presbyterian. But my dad grew up very very Catholic, and there's like a lot of trauma from that, I would say. And so I mean, not really, but he just definitely didn't want us to grow up grow up Catholic. But it was funny whenever I first asked him to like buy me a rosary, because I don't know, I think it's a really beautiful piece of thing. Like I think it's really gorgeous. He was so excited about that. Like when I tell you, I mean, this man spent like good money on like this is a nice ass rosary, y'all. It's really beautiful. And like I'm truly shocked that I did not expect him to like go all in, but I think it's because he actually was like really excited to have a daughter who was like interested in Catholicism. I don't know. I'll have to talk with him about that someday. Because like I think he has some fond memories of it. But I do think that he was ready to be done with it by the time that he was like in college and whatnot. Which is interesting because that's kind of how I am with Presbyterianism too. Like I really do appreciate it, and I love that it was like part of my life growing up. Oh fuck, I'm fucking up these lines. But it's not really for me anymore. Oh my god. But anyways, okay. My story. See, I feel like if I were to tell a story now, I would be like very low energy and sleepy about it. Because I'm kind of dissociative right now. Like my eyeballs are getting a little wee woo. Are they? No, honestly, I'm doing alright still. I y'all, I went to the eye doctor the other day because oh my god, I mentioned this whenever the audio was out. So I stopped drinking coffee because I basically like got a really bad ocular migraine, and if you've never had an ocular migraine before, let me tell you, that shit is fucking scary. Like, it's not cute. Because basically you like your vision cuts out, like part of your vision gets all like fractured and like weight like whooshy, and it's just not good. And so I had a really bad ocular migraine, and it usually happens whenever like you're under a bunch of stress, or you don't get enough blood flow to the eyes, and that I had like I was under a lot of stress, but I had also had like a lot of coffee that day, like more so than usual, because I used to drink like a cup every morning kind of thing. Um, I've been addicted to coffee for a very long time, but so I had more than usual though. Like I had a bunch of cold brew, and like I was just going to town on it, and it was the scariest. It was so bad, and so I decided to stop drinking coffee because I never want to experience that again. But so where was I going with this story? God damn it, my brain really does that sometimes where I'll just like start talking and telling a story, and then halfway through I forget the fucking story. It had to do with me drinking tea. I wish I could like go back in time and, figure out what I was talking about like 8 minutes, 6 to 7 seconds ago. In any case, it'll come back to me eventually. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I'm kind of fucking up this line a little bit though, which is, you know what? That's life, baby. That's part of it. That's how it goes. That's life. La la la. What song is that? I mean, it's called That's Life. I know that. But, oh my god, y'all. Me and my friends, we used to have this running gag. So fucking funny. And it started because, oh, sorry, I just had to stretch my back there a little bit. So it started because one time what did I say? I was saying something like, yeah, I was like, yeah, 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 like the Usher song. But I couldn't remember what song that was. And so I was like, wait, what song is that? And my friend, she's hilarious, she was like, yeah, by Usher. And like all of us died laughing because, I mean, it was just the most obvious thing in the world, and my ass was, yeah. So anyways, we ever since then it kind of became like a running gag in our friend group, because it happened to like a couple other people too. Like after it happened to me the first time, one of our other friends, we have this song called Red Light Green Light. That's like our song, that we love that song so much. It's by Duke Dumont or something like that. Red Light Green Light. It's like a house mix song, but it's fun. We like dancing to it, and it says like red light, green light in the song, and I think that like at one point my friend, she was like red light or something, I don't even remember, but she was like, what song is that? And we were like, it's red light, green light. And so it happened again with her, and then I know it happened one other time, I don't remember the song, but like basically it's happened to like a bunch of us where like we'll do that, and it's like every time it's like unintentional, like none of us realize that it's about to happen, which is like what makes it so funny. But yeah, in any case, the That's Life song I did know was called That's Life. So if Say or Lucy are ever gonna see this, it doesn't count. But yeah, that's life, baby. In any case, but I think I will tell my story. Okay. The ocular migraine had to do with my telling a story, didn't it? Oh, I went to the eye doctor. Oh my god, my dodo head ass. So, see, if it was important, it was come back to me. Apparently it's important. So, so I got this ocular migraine, and then I've also been getting like kind of floaters every now and then when I'm like driving or something. I'll just be like, that's a fucking floater in my vision. And I'm like, that's not ideal, because I'm a young baby. I should not be having floaters. And so I went to the eye doctor, and like got myself examined by the eye doc TM. I was like, "What's up? What's going on with my vision, King Sir?" And I didn't even just go to like the regular optometrist or whatever. I went to an ophthalmologist, which I didn't realize there was a difference. But when you go to just like the regular eye doctor, they're not like MD doctors apparently. Um, which I don't know how they're able to do that though, but it's sort of the way it is. Um, and so I went to like a doctor for the eyeballs, and I mean, my eyes are fine. I do have two floaters. I have a floater in each eye, which is funny. But like, it's not super concerning, I guess. He wasn't like pressed about it or anything. Um, which is, good. I'm glad that the doctor wasn't worried about me. um, but I definitely can see them sometimes. Like when I'm driving, I'll be like, floater. And it can be a little distracting. I hope that doesn't mean that like when I'm older I get like heavy floaters, because that would be not cute to have just big ass floaters in my vision. I'm so tired. I'm sorry that I'm like hitting a dead zone in my energy right now. I do apologize. Um, but yeah, I think that I'm not gonna tell a story today just because. I mean, I've really only got like 15 minutes left. I don't have anyone here. Okay. Sometimes when I start hearing myself give excuses, I realize that I'm giving myself excuses to not do something versus like maybe I should do it. What was I talking about earlier that I. Oh, yeah. Um. How do I like the way this looks? Bro, this honestly is so cool. I hate that that line is not the way that it's supposed to be, but c'est la vie, you know what I mean? Wonder if anyone else will pull up to stream. Joshua Taylor Gall! When did you get here? Have you been here for a minute? Hold on now, 1 second. How long have you been here? I did not even. You're catching the end of my stream, so I'm like very low energy right now. Fuck! Hello, I'm back on stream. I have not fixed my audio at all. It's still basically the same. I did try to get it like closer to where I am though, so that maybe you can hear me a little bit better. I don't know. I don't know how that's working. I hope it's working well enough. I really am only gonna be on for another like 15 minutes or so. I'm motherfucking tired. Cause I've been at it since. I mean, I've really only been at it 2 hours now, but sometimes you have a long day. You know what I mean? And it's been a long day today, so I'm gonna probably end here in just a sec. And then also I need to go contemplate about what I'm gonna do, because as this piece gets like closer and closer to like being finished, like the pieces, the two spheres touching, I'm like, I don't know how I want to go about this. So I think I'm gonna go do some prep, like sketches and whatnot tonight, so that I can know how I want to I guess finalize this piece. But thank you for coming. I appreciate it always. I've literally, honestly, it's so, I don't know why, but last stream I had like, at one point I had 6 people in the room, and I was like, no fucking way, I got a whole ass audience here. And then this stream, it's literally been basically me the whole time, my roommate for a little bit, and then now you. So, that's life, baby. Sometimes you get a lot, and sometimes you get barely any. I was thinking about telling a story. This is what I did my first stream in like my vast period of like no one being on stream. It was literally just myself. I told a story where I just like made up like characters on the spot, and I like made up the whole story just like on the spot. And it was really fun, actually. So maybe I'll do that. The only problem is the last time I did it, it was literally, when I say this, it was literally, I like was watching back through the video or whatever. It was an hour long. I did not realize that like while I was telling the story. I thought it was like maybe 30 minutes that I was talking for. But it was it was a full ass hour, so maybe I won't, just because I don't want to be here on stream for a whole other hour. My body is starting to hurt. I'll tell you what, streaming while standing do be kind of a bitch sometimes. It does kind of suck a little bit. Just because my legs kind of hurt. Sick of streaming. Honestly, I agree. Like that's kind of where I'm at right now. Is just like I keep telling myself, oh, I'll be like, oh no, I don't have anyone here watching, and then I'm like, I'm watching, like some gay shit like that. But I don't know. I'm having fun with it. And if nothing else, I'm like getting my painting done. Like I don't know if you remember where it was at last time, but we've made some good progress. I figured it out. I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess adding another like hour on or something like that. I think I'm about at like 9 hours on this piece, which I mean is pretty good. I would say it's not quite the reason why. Oh my god! Also, oh my god, you're gonna the first hour that I was streaming, I'm so pissed off. Or I don't know if it was a full hour, but the first like let me see. No, it was like almost an hour. The first almost hour that I was streaming, my audio wasn't turned on, which is honestly just a rookie mistake. It was a big L. My housemate came in like watching to watch, and she was like, I can't hear you. And I like looked on what is it called? OBS. I looked on OBS and I was like, no fucking way. And like I've literally just been talking to no, I haven't been speaking for the past hour. Luckily, I did have someone. Okay, I literally had someone come in. It was about 30% of where it is now. Oh, well, yeah, that's a lot then. No, but I literally had someone come in and watch for like 5 minutes, and didn't say anything. Didn't have the kindness in their heart to tell me that I was not speaking. But then they dipped. And then like an hour, like 30 minutes later, Jackie came in. She was like, "Yo, cannot hear you." So that's tragic. All of that footage is just pointless. I don't know if I want to like actually try like editing these down and putting them on YouTube. I started to do that with my first one, but I don't know. It kind of like it doesn't really. Maybe I just need like someone who's an actual editor. Because like I've used Adobe Premiere before and stuff. And so I can do like kind of, or not, yeah, Adobe Premiere. I can do like basic stuff when it comes to editing, but it's just like it doesn't hit, the way like YouTube is supposed to. I feel like normal YouTube editors, they've got their like little quirkiness and they're like funny, blah, 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 whatever. And like I just simply can't quite do that because I mean I absolutely can, but I need to like I don't know. I feel like I just need someone to help me edit. So maybe I'll just purchase an editor or I just won't upload. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know how much so I'm a little stressed, I guess you could say, because so I'm gonna be done with this piece, and my goal is to do 10 pieces by like the time I'm 22. So whatever 9, 8, what is it? How many months? 11 months. So once I'm done with this one, I'm gonna have to get started on the next one. But the only issue is canvases like this big are fucking expensive. Like they're costly. And so I don't know how much I'm gonna just keep investing in this. I mean, I'm hoping that like I can put this on Etsy or something and someone will be like, that's sick as hell and want it. But we'll have to see, I guess. Because the thing about it too is like, how much is someone going to be willing to pay for this piece? I don't know. I think I might also try and do prints, like of my stuff, because I think that could be cool, like, in a better way for people to buy my stuff. It's almost as if I'm an editor. I know. I was thinking about that as I was saying it. I was like, I'm pretty sure that JT is literally an editor. But also, I don't know. I don't want you to like feel obligated. I don't know. That it could be. We'll discuss it again further moving forward. I don't know. I don't know how much I'm gonna like fully commit to this whole like doing YouTube thing because I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. It might be for me. I'm gonna definitely keep like trying to stream here and there. My goal right now is once a week, which I've done so far. I'm very proud of myself. You know, I streamed on the 12th, then the 18th, and then now the 24th. So that's once a week in my book. So that's my goal right now is to at least stream once a week. See how it feels. Maybe I'll give it like 30 days or something like that. The only problem is like I can't really have a consistent schedule right now because I don't get my work schedule until what day do we get our work schedule? See, I don't even know what fucking day I think we get it on Thursdays. I think we get our work schedule on Thursdays. And so I don't know like what days I'm gonna be available to stream on until I get that schedule. And then also like my body do be tired, you know, like on the days that I'm not working, cause being a server is a bit of a challenge, I won't lie. Like on the body specifically. And so like on the days I'm not serving, like sometimes I just kind of want to lay in bed and do nothing. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, I guess. I kind of am just playing it by ear right now. I do think that when I finish this last line here, I'm gonna call it a day. Oh my god, I had someone else who came in for a split second and then they dipped. We love to see it. I feel like also when you're a really small streamer, people like come in and then they're like, oh shit, there's literally one other person in here, and they get like anxiety and then they leave. Because that happened with me. I was like looking into like other really small streamers and like, you know, trying to understand like how kind of like I guess other best practices and stuff like that. And literally like I went into this one dude's stream and then I didn't realize that there were only 2 people watching, but I like hopped in there for like 30 seconds and then I was like, oh shit, let me skirt. So I feel like that might be like that happens sometimes where someone like somehow stumbles across my stream and they're like, hey, now hold on, that's pretty cool. Art stream question mark, and then they literally squat out. But oh my god, my legs do be sleepy though, I won't lie. But yeah, I already did a life update earlier, but I could give you a life update on what's going on in my world. Oh my god, I possibly got a new client today. So I don't know if you know this, I'm doing like graphic design contractor work right now. So basically like clients will come to me and be like, hey, I need this logo made, can you get it to me by this date? And I'll be like, abso-fucking-lutely, let me make you that logo. And it's really fun for me, TBH. Like I'm having a lot of fun with that. Cause it's kind of like low stakes work. Like it's not super time consuming. And it actually pays really fucking well. And so I've been having a lot of fun with that. So I've got 3 clients I'm working with right now. And one of them is actually a video. I'm doing more like video stuff, video production for them. Which is why I'm like understanding Adobe Premiere right now and like I'm good at it. Well, good is it, you know. But basically, this other client today reached out to me and they're like a bougie ass restaurant. And they were like, they were like, hey, like we would love for you to like get to meet our marketing team and like our branding team because they're like trying to rebrand right now. And I was like, fucking A, like let me hop on that opportunity. I have to like confirm, like I haven't replied yet, but I was like, that's fucking sick. Um, so that's a cool life update. I might be getting a really big client soon, which is cool. Um, it's kind of crazy the way that I keep getting like all of these opportunities because when I say that they literally just like fall into my lap, like I mean I don't put a single amount of effort into achieving these jobs. Like I have one that's like a church, like I do logo and graphic design work for a church. They're like it's like a national organization, but it's basically like a church org. And oh, never mind. I thought I had someone else in the stream. But for them, the way I got this job is literally I called them. I was like, because I was applying for a scholarship for them. And I called them and I was like talking with someone who is like works there and she was like, oh, like what's your major? Well, and I was just talking to her. I was like, oh, communication with a focus in graphic design. She was like, oh, we've actually been looking to hire someone for that position. Like we have a position that's opened up, and we were hoping to hire like a college student with that criteria. And I was like, oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I would absolutely love to take that position. So that one was pretty cool, little coinky dink. And then I got another one through them. Like I literally did not put any effort in, but like the guy that I like am working with, someone reached out to him and they were like, do you know someone? And then he was like, oh, we're actually working with this person. And so like I got another client from them. And then my other one, I like knew the guy prior because I had done like internship work with him before. But I like reached out to him out of the blue because he was like doing some gaming development stuff, and I was like just wanting to see how that all was going and whatnot, um, and just like reconnect basically. And he was like, oh, and yeah, actually, like if you're looking for work, we've got like this new client that like he's working with a new client basically, and he was like, and if you want to, we can like contract out some of that work to you. And I was like, fucking let's do it. I was like, you got it, yes sir. So that, and then now this new one, oh my god, basically I have a lot of irons in the fire right now, you could say. um so I don't know. Basically, oh my god, long story short, that was such a long explanation. I don't know how much of this YouTube, this whole yurt turb thing, I'm gonna be able to do, because I've got like 7 billion other things going on right now, which I love. Like, I really, honestly, I really like being busy. I feel like for me, when I'm like bored and like I don't have anything going on other than like school basically, I get like super down and depressed and stuff. Like that's when I am depressed, is like when I am not doing things. So when I have like 8 projects that I'm working on at once, I feel very like motivated. I'm like, okay, I gotta get up in the morning, I gotta do all my shit. So we'll see. Maybe if like one of my client projects or something like basically ends, I'll be able to take more time and put more effort into YouTube. Um, there's this really cool video. I don't know how much you're into like motivational speeches, JT, but there's this really cool video about, do you know, oh fuck, what's his name? Earl Nightingale or something like that. Honestly, I don't even know who this man's is. My YouTube.com recommended me this video just out of the blue one day. I think his name is Earl Nightingale. Let me look it up. Hold on. Earl Nightingale. Yes, man's name is Earl Nightingale. He's like a motivational speaker basically. And he has this dope ass video. It's like a 30-minute long video, but if you want it, I would be more than thrilled. I would be absolutely thrilled to talk with you about the video. Like, send it to your way, you watch it, and then we have like a chat about it, because I've been kind of itching to talk to someone about this fucking motivate. It's like a speech basically that he gives, and It's very good. So I will, you know, I'm saying this to you. I'm gonna send it to you, and then if you could give it a listen so we can chat about it. It's 30 minutes, so like you will have to, you know, give 30 minutes of your time to this video, which honestly, I was talking about this earlier on stream. It's fucking shocking how like, well, I was kind of talking more about like general knowledge and about how like no one cares about general knowledge anymore because of the internet. Like we have general knowledge at the tip of our fingers. But anyways, it's also shocking about how our attention spans are so short nowadays. Like I feel like I mean Vine obviously really fucked us over. Oh my god, it's 7:30. I have an alarm for 7:30 every day. Don't ask why. If you're a female, you probably know. But it's truly shocking the way that our attention spans are just absolutely fucked these days. Like there's just nothing going on there. I feel like I'm very close to this camera. Hello, camera. Sorry that you're getting like an absolute close up of my face. Sorry, I don't have any makeup on or anything today, which like I don't really care about anymore, honestly. Feeling rather confident lately. Just boldly go without makeup, but yeah, our attention spans fucked. So I feel like because I have another video too that's like another kind of like motivational type beat video, and that one's 23 minutes long. And so I always feel like I shared that one with some people once, and I was like, I had to like warn them. I was like, this video is 23 minutes long, so you're gonna have to give it your all, you know? Like I have to like warn people for like long videos and whatnot. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just have a short attention span. It's possible. Alright. I heavily fuck with how this painting is turning out. Let me check it in the viewfinder. The view screen camera. Let me take a gander. The artist in the art. Oh my god. I just knocked my camera over. But yeah, I'm gonna probably end stream here. I'm very asleep. I need to go eat dinner. But thank you for pulling up, Mr. Joshua Taylor Galt. Thank you for everyone else who pulled up. It's a good stream. I'm gonna go eat dinner now. Goodbye. So long. Oh boy.